flashing light on. So I'm going to quickly turn that off. Let's just get into it. Give me a second, guys. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I know that feeling. Right, we're just gonna. Hello, how are you after this day's heartbreak? I'm alright. On top of the Gran Turismo 2 playthrough, I lost the last 9 streams. So I'm feeling great. Not only have I completed Gran Turismo 2 and then found out that there was no audio, which means I've now got to replay the game again because I can't upload the full series. Gives me an excuse to play it again, I suppose, but 40 hours, yeah, 40 hours can go away. I'm just going to jump into the amateur series with whatever cars we've got. Clubman Cup, I'm pretty sure, is unrestricted. About 440 PP, what have we got? Yes, the last 9 streams had no audio. No, because the audio track that would play over these videos, it doesn't exist. It's muted in the VOD. The way that Streamlabs had it set up was that you could hear it on stream, but if you went to watch the VOD back, you can't hear anything. If you go and watch any of the recent clips from the last week and a bit from Paulie or whoever, you'll see what I mean. The clips are all silent because there's no output on the VOD. The VOD was turned audio off. Yeah, I basically lost everything for Gran Turismo 2. I lost the Forza Motorsport 4 stream, I lost the first part of this challenge stream. I also hate the fact that because I can't scale my TV to 100%, otherwise it doesn't fit, it's really annoying. Well, it's my own fault because of a setting that I set. But that was after Trackmania, when someone said, "Oh, you can try playing your Spotify soundtrack, so we could listen to music on the stream, and then not have it appear in the VOD." And I completely forgot about it, so I looked at it and I was like, "I'll deal with this another time." But I'd already changed some settings, and I just never clocked it. So yeah, I'm thrilled. I checked yesterday, that's why you saw like 1 billion notifications from me going live. You saw 1 billion notifications from me going live because I was testing the VOD, going click stream, start, play Destiny for like 20 seconds, and then I stopped the VOD. The XFR is a standard car, yeah. That's how I found out. And if I didn't do that, God knows how many more streams I would have had where we would have been playing it live and then had no VOD audio. So yeah, I'm sad that I've lost about 40 hours of GT2 content. I lost another 16 hours or so of other content. And my VOD is now... My VOD is now like 1 billion... I had to delete all the YouTube uploads, so I've lost about what would usually be a month and a half between the VODs going up on YouTube and going on Twitch, like versus on Twitch. It's now been cut down to like 2 weeks. Yeah, but I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was Twitch being funny. But I was just like, that's how I found out. I mean, like I said, I've had COVID before. It's not a fun time. Oh, we rally him. This vertex isn't bad, it just doesn't really turn. It's probably on comfort tires or something. At least you got the community stream tomorrow. I'm glad it didn't happen during the community stream, but I had to delete the last 9 streams and all the GT2 footage. Even the ones that were fine, I had to delete them. So, not only do I have to do GT2 again, which, to be fair, wasn't voted for in a playthrough, I don't think. Tomorrow? No, it's Sunday. I'm tired, Lord. I've been to work for like the last 10 hours. I've come home, I've had a shower, I've then had to prep food, I've then cooked it, I've then eaten it, on top of the fact I had to deal with that shit yesterday night. I've not had a good few days. So hopefully you guys can come chill out and we can talk some Gran Turismo 5 or whatever's on your mind, because we all have good days and bad days, right? Thanks, Daiki Kasha. But, yeah, I could be complaining about worse things, to be fair, but for someone like me, who, if you don't know, or are new here, or you don't know anything, I'm on the autism scale. For some amount of work like that to just disappear is absolutely demoralizing. I think it is for any creator. It doesn't really matter if you're small or big. If you lose 16 hours of like footage plus another 40 hours in gameplay, I think you too would be pretty... It's like if your save file got corrupted and you had to start all over again. It's like that, but not only have you wasted your time and have got to redo it all, it's the fact that you've just spent so long doing it. And for someone who has struggled naturally a lot with attention span and anything like ask anyone who like has been around me for any length of time. I am a quirky individual, I would say. I am very much kind of like I'm just I obviously have quirks in the way that I behave as an adult, and there's some things that I just can't help. Some of those things could be like my physical clumsiness. I think I've fallen over on stream. I'm pretty sure I have fallen over on stream before. That's natural clumsiness. I have a little bit of a natural difficulty in terms of even cooking food. I prepped some vegetables and I cut myself with a knife, which is my own fault, admittedly. But yeah, I only slightly cut myself with a knife while prepping the vegetables, which took me another 2 hours, by the way. I got my shopping, prepped all the vegetables for freezing and stuff like that. I had to go to the store today, I had to get some chicken. I've not had the best run at things, and it's a daily... Obviously, it sounds really... I guess adulting would be like everyone struggles with that, but it's kind of hard to explain without kind of knowing what it's like. You can just explain how it is, and someone can either take it at face value or not. And like, I'm not going to pretend that I've got it worse than other people, because goodness knows I don't. And there are some people out there that, you know, genuinely struggle even more than I do, but that doesn't mean that I don't struggle in some things myself. Like social, non-verbal communication, I am atrocious with. Like, I know it's really dumb, but reading text on a screen is difficult at times. Like, trying to understand context through no emotional variation is quite tricky. Like, there are some times where someone might have said something as a joke and I've taken it literally. That is a genuinely common thing. Like, if there's no context or I don't have like how it's implied in a audible tone, I genuinely just take it at face value, especially if it's a serious subject. Like, it's hard to explain. It's kind of like, you know, when someone says you have a misunderstanding, it's kind of like that, but it's completely unintentional. It's just that the way that someone says something is more important than what someone says to me, because the way it's said helps me understand what sort of context it's in, but you can't get that through text. The only thing that I've ever really learned how to deal with in text, and you can ask anyone on the team, when I'm being serious in my text is always very, very formal. Like, it's always formal. There's very little in terms of grammar errors. There's very little in terms of spelling mistakes. It's all punctuated with full stops. But you see me chat in the Discord and I've been chill about things and I've not full stopped anything. That's kind of the difference between me being serious and me being casual. And that comes through in text, which is fine. And, you know, sometimes someone will say something. I think it's probably even happened on stream. Someone said something and I've taken it at face value when it was implied as a joke. And that's a regular occurrence. I don't know how to explain it. That's something I genuinely struggle with. And it's not just because I'm trying to pretend like no one struggles with it, but I'm saying it's more frequent for me to do that because of the way my brain works. And it's impossible to explain because it's not something you can explain, it's just something that happens. And I acknowledge that it happens. Which is, you know, I am aware of what I need to do as an adult to make sure I don't do the wrong thing. Like, I could give you a real life example, something that that happened at a workplace at some point. I'm not going to say where, and the likelihood of this person watching that video or stream is practically zero. Not impossible, but zero. So I was doing something, and obviously I didn't know this because I don't think anyone with I don't think anyone with disabilities ever has to explain themselves. I think that's on the person. But I was dealing with a customer that was partially sighted, like partially blind, not fully, just partially. But obviously you can't tell that unless someone explains it to you. Like, they have to say, oh, this person is partially blind. But obviously that does not give me any sort of like indication of how much that affects them. It just makes me aware that they are partially blind. Anyway, I asked them to I obviously asked them some information. They had some information for me and we conversed a little bit. And obviously in just trying to, you know, make sure I'd done it correctly, not to doubt the other person, but to make sure I was doing my job correctly, I asked the carer, can you just double check this for me? Because obviously they're with a carer, right? And they took that completely the wrong way. When all I wanted to do was just make sure I was doing it correctly and that everything was right, they took it as personal offence. And I completely understand that logic, but that's not the angle I was going for. And that is something that, again, affects me regularly. And there's not much I can really do about it. Obviously, I've learned my lesson. Because obviously it's something I learn from, but stuff like that is more likely for me. Obviously, you can understand my approach was I just wanted to make sure it was done correctly, but I can understand why it came off as what it did. So, yeah, and obviously they refused to let me serve them for the rest of the transaction, which I was a bit upset about. So, colleague had to step in and finish it because they refused to deal with me. So, yeah, and I think, and another example, obviously as someone with ASD, to be specific, I have ASD and ADHD and dyspraxia, but as someone with ASD, I extremely struggle with eye contact. That's why you almost never ever see me looking directly at the camera when I'm talking to people, or I'm looking somewhere away from the camera that's not direct, because I can't do it. It makes me uncomfortable. It's not, obviously, it is respectful and almost an expectation to look at someone in the eyes when they're talking to you. But I can't make eye contact. It is extremely uncomfortable for me. And someone in one of the workplaces I work at, or worked at rather, someone said, like, complained to one of my higher ups at the time, and they said this person didn't make eye contact with me throughout the whole conversation. But I don't think I should have to explain to myself that I don't think I should have to explain that I struggle with eye contact. I just offer, I offer whatever services I needed to. And, I could have took that as personal offence. I was just like, well, they're having a go at me for something that I genuinely struggle with. But at what point do I have to explain to someone that, you know, I have a disability and I'm respectfully sorry? Because I have a way around it, but, like, most people wouldn't even know I don't look at their eyes. Because I don't. Whenever I'm having a pleasant conversation with someone, I never look at the eyes. If I'm having a confrontation or a, an aggressive or whatever conversation, I try not to look at them at all because I hate doing it. It just makes it even worse. So, like, the more angry someone gets with me, the less I want to look at it because it just makes me more uncomfortable. And I already am trying to have a conversation with someone in the first place. And I know that doesn't exactly come off on stream because I'm talking to you guys, I'm reading the chat. Some about Lima's dad's 96% save file and poorly having a good time on Warthog. I can read the chat and talk to you guys because I'm not looking at another person in a way. I know there's another person on the side of the screen, but it's actually easier for me to talk to someone I can't see. Which goes hand in hand with the fact that I struggle with non-verbal communication. It's incredible to think how they link together. I don't like... I like in-person social contact. Like, I do, because I really need it and I like talking to friends and people, right? I have to have an ability to socialise in a public or private setting. But it's easier for me to open up to someone if I can't see them. Big Cass is watching. But the thing is, right, I've seen, I've never seen most of your faces. In fact, I think I've only ever seen... I've seen Mambas, I've seen Paulies, but I don't really think I've seen many other people here. But that's the thing. It's easier for me to, like, I'd rather refer to someone as Paulie or Lima or Leon, because that's what your stream names are. And it's easier for me to talk that way because obviously you guys are watching me on a screen. Obviously you can see my face, you know what I look like, and I can converse with you. I have a bad habit of saying something before I think about what it is I've just said. That's another thing that's gotten me in trouble. And again, I fully acknowledge that. The thing is, I acknowledge that I have social difficulties, and I try my best to mitigate those in a way that society is acceptable of it, basically. And obviously, that's me trying to conform to society. And obviously, the situation we've got now, where people are a lot more aware and understanding of people with, let's say, not obvious disabilities in today's world. But as someone that is also there, I can't help feel like people have partially used that as an excuse to try and get out of things that aren't okay. Because that puts people that genuinely struggle with something like me in a negative light. It puts negative stigmas on people. And I think that's wrong. I'm not saying everyone does, but the very few that do make it difficult for everyone else. Like, me keeping employment is one of the hardest things for me to do, because it relies on so much professionalism and expectation that I can't always give sometimes, and I am prone to making mistakes. Unfortunately, communication's the one thing that every workplace requires, and my disability, which is ASD, naturally conflicts with that. And I understand that, so I try and, minimize it. But if I ever make a mistake, I'm lambasted for it, and it's just like... And it's not even like I hide it from employers either, because whenever I go into interviews, I disclose I have a disability. And I almost feel half the time that actually hurts my chances of getting employment, because I don't want to take a chance on someone with with autism or something like that. They'd rather just have someone else who isn't going to have these problems. At least that's how I feel about it. But there are some places that go equality, like everyone has an equal chance and are evaluated on their skill set. But the excuse that they would give me half the time is we've just gone for a different candidate, which is technically almost their way of saying we want you, but there's someone better. Which is, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, really. It's like, okay, well, my work history before now, at least before I started streaming again, wasn't the best, but at no point did I ever have something that wasn't my fault. I had never lost my employment in previous jobs because of something I did. I lost my previous employment because they were all contracted. That's nothing against me, but if you put your experience on a CV and they see you jumping job to job for every 6 to 9 months, people will think you're just going to stay for 6 to 9 months and then move on to something else, but that's just not it. There are so many things, especially in some environments, that people just don't look beyond the surface level. They don't think to ask, why is this person moved around a lot? Why is this person But I've proven to myself over the years that I'm not the problem. And I know I'm not, because I've got receipts that I can use now to back up everything I said I could do. Obviously, I've had people tell me that they doubt my ability to do X, Y, Z, but I've gone and proved it. I've got receipts. The fact that the current job I'm in now is the longest I've stayed employed in any one job. I've made mistakes and kept my job is a testament to how that workplace is. Because I've made mistakes, I've apologized, I've not made the same mistake twice. Food's done, so gonna go eat. See you soon, man. But yeah, I was saying, obviously I've made mistakes. Everyone does. But obviously, the worst thing that could happen to me is go back into a state of instability. I could not imagine doing this as a job to get myself through things, because that's just not how reality works. Reality doesn't work by you streaming 10, 12 hours a day and hoping you make it big. That's just not how it goes here. And I've always said I'd rather grow a natural audience by people just watching, like finding that I'm playing something that they used to play and go, oh, that's cool, and then just come along for the ride. That's how you guys all felt here, pretty much. XBass raided me, and a couple of you guys are from XBass, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, you've all stuck around, you've followed, you've interacted. Obviously, I'm nowhere near as big as XBass, but it still helps. And it's nice to be part of that community and be with you guys. Because being included is all I've ever really wanted in life. I just want to be able to be included in a workplace, doing something I like, with people I like, and that's all I ask for. That's all I really ask for. You know, I don't think I'm asking for a lot there. I just want to be treated with respect and treated like everyone else. Despite all my flaws and despite all my quirks, all my strengths and my weaknesses. I invited you because at time I have been meaning to pick that game up. Maybe we'll spend too much time at the casino on the stream. I'll keep it in mind. Obviously, I've got the playthrough vote going on Discord right now. The 205 Turbo in this game is not a bad car. I would like to use it. Maybe for the French Championship. We won! I can't believe that was basically a 15-minute rant about my problems with being in society. I'm so sorry, chat. I barely spoke about anything Gran Turismo related in that entire championship. But I guess it shows I care. Because I think everyone does. You know. Like, obviously, I'm not... Oh, European Hot Hatch. Don't we have the 205? Oh, we're back to Eiger. Okay. 427. You know what? That car will be competitive. Let's use the 205 because I like it. Stroke my cat slightly too much and I'll learn my lesson. That's fair. I go with the world's longest pit lane. You're not wrong. What is this engine note? They ruined my car, man! I got that corner completely wrong. Oh, this thing rotates really nicely. Oh, get your Golf out the way. Eager Path and Grindelwald is like surprising coaster. Yeah, they are. Wow. Eiger Path was the original name for Grindelwald. Eager Path was the original name for Grindelwald in the same way that Palm Strip was the original name for Apricot Hill. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about the tracks. But yeah, the original name for the Eager Path. Lucozade not bad, to be fair. It helps me out sometimes, but whenever I have a cold, I try and drink coffee. I don't know why I default to coffee, because it's not the best. But I just default to a good coffee whenever I have a cold. Yeah. I default to coffee. Specifically decaf coffee. I don't have caffeinated coffee. I'm gonna quickly switch the race menu music over to 8 the curves when it's loading. Obviously caffeine helps give the body energy, and I try not to have too much of it because, well, back to being autistic, my energy levels are higher than normal. Sometimes they are absolutely crashed. Couldn't tell you why. I might give Emanon a shot in the car in a moment. Put the A-Spec on hold and try and let the B-Spec driver do some stuff for a little while. Hey, yo, we got Ayao Komatsu in this race. Mitsubishi car versus Mitsubishi. Do you think they'll get away with that? Can I also just say, speaking of the Horizon 6 announcement, if they get this map wrong, it's Jova. If they get the map wrong, it is Jova for Horizon. Because Mexico was a fucking joke of a map. I had such a horrid time on the Mexico. It's so boring. There's nothing to look at. There's nothing to see and do. It's all big dunes and fucking stunt jumps, which I don't care about. Oh, it's okay. If you sell it on Xbox, you can just get it on PlayStation later when they've fixed all the bugs. Xbox is practically the beta test. Wow, it's not Turn 10, is it? It's Playground Games. It's Playground Games that do Horizon, but like I said, Horizon 5 did not... It did not instill a lot of confidence. I went on the map and I was like, God, this is shit. There was just nothing to do on the map. It was all garbage. I'm pretty sure we're going to get to the championship at some point where we start getting 12 opponents. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to say a hot take. I don't think the Eliminator is the problem. I think the map was the problem. Because there are times where I have enjoyed Eliminator. Hide and seek, I hope, never comes back in the format that it's currently done at, because hiding does not involve constantly running away from the opposing cars. Well, yeah, and the map was shit because of it. They should... There's no need. There's... The map design in Horizon 5, and to a degree Horizon 4, was awful. And I will stand by that. I thought Horizon 3's map was pretty good. I also thought Horizon 2's map was excellent. I thought Horizon 1 map was excellent. Because there's so much variation and it's limited to set areas that it's not a problem. The map design in fucking Horizon 4 and 5 was all greenery and all desert respectively. There was just nothing to do. I don't care about trailblazers or stunt jumps. I just don't care. Just give me a good city area where everyone can race in. You know, decently. Not like fucking Guanajuato where you can't do fucking shit in there. And it's about the size of a fucking pea shooter. Right? Let's not talk about Guanajuato. The city area needs to be the focus. The rest of the countryside can come afterwards. Road wide, not the problem. Because Guanajuato showed you need some wide roads. Guanajuato's roads were awful. If you want tiny alley racing, you need a big city to do it. Guanajuato was not a big city. It was a tiny little, you know, just a tiny little smidge on the map, when over half of it was desert, which would have been better for the city. Am I wrong? The desert area on the the west side of the map would have been a damn sight better if that was the city area, and not this remote little dusty sandy beach town, or whatever it is they were trying to go for. And better yet, give us two cities. Like, Castelletto and Cisteron were fucking perfect little village areas. You know, for racing and whatever, that had enough variety from each other that just worked. It just worked. And then you had Nice for all of the really cool big city racing, and it made up a good chunk of it. And it was connected by coastal roads, which is how it should be. That's good map design. And not only that, Beaumont and Carson in the original game, the original Horizon, you have Beaumont, which acted as like the town area, and Carson as the big city area. But you didn't cross it in 2 minutes by driving at the speed limit like you do in Guanajuato. It took you at least 4 or 5, and there were lots of little things in between. I know I sound like I'm getting angry, but that's because I care. They genuinely have to get the map perfect. If the map isn't good, Horizon 6 is gonna be trash, because they've also gone even harder on the fucking FOMO. I can't be arsed with the FOMO anymore. I don't have time to play every week to get every car. It's just not a thing. I don't even think Yokohama's in the game. I think they're going to... I think, from what I remember of something of a leak, it might be accurate. You had Tokyo as the main area, and then you had Kyoto as the other city area on the west side of the map. I think it's a fan-made one because Hakone spelled wrong. But... is Hiroshima even near Tokyo? Forgive my naivety. Mate, they can't even get it from Motorsport. It won't be in Horizon 6. The closest thing we might get is the Hakone circuit, but I don't think that's going to be integrated either. At the end of the day, we could speculate as much as we want about Horizon. We won't know anything. We won't know anything until next year now. They've said they're going to start trickling the information out next year. Please tell me this car has like sports hards. No. Oh, we might be fucked for a minute. Lantis mentioned. I think the comfort. Oh, 100%. There's no gameplay in it either. It was just to announce the location. They did have Mount Fuji in the background, so I'm assuming Mount Fuji is going to be playable of some sort of an area anyway. I don't think Eminen's going to do very well on those comfort softs. I keep forgetting that these events have actually tyre limits, and the AI always run the tyre limit. Pretty much. We got 2 Lantises, let's go. And they're both the same fucking colour. By the way, there's 2 Lantis. Oh, that's great. Can you please overtake this muppet? Oh, these soft tyres are gonna fucking kill me. The AI have barely warmed theirs up, and here we are on fucking comfort softs with a level 0 driver. Where's he going? I think the car's got a straight line, it just doesn't have the cornering ability. Oh, hello. Oh, these tyres are fucking killing the Eclipse, man. Oh, what a move. Oh, what a move! Emanon! What a fucking move! Please start pulling away from these guys with your shit tyres. For fuck's sake, please. We're going to enjoy Lantis for a moment. I like how the 323F is also here, which I'm pretty sure is what the car was called over here. Pretty sure it was only called the Lantis in the outside of Europe. Me see Lantis, me happy chat. Yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, B-Spec. I want B-Spec back like this in a video game. End of. I just want something to do with improving your driver as a video game. That's why I keep coming back to this game, and I'm so pissed that the campaign is so fucking short in terms of how many events there are. There's not enough variety here. That's the thing that annoys the shit out of me. I don't know if Eminon's type. This is the wrong compound of tyre to be doing this. The car, I think, is competitive, but yeah, it might need some hard tyres. See, I can drive around the problem. The AI kind of can't. Not initially. I'm trying to level them up. Right. Do you want me to tell you what the biggest issue with B-Spec is on this game? You can't fast forward, and the races are twice or triple the length of the A-Spec races. Therein lies your 2 problem. But if you want more of a racing management style of game, this is perfect. I think being a manager of like a big team could be an interesting take. But obviously, there are 2 24-hour races that you have to do real time, which is a problem. Because if this guy had sport hard tyres like everyone else, he'd probably be competitive. Yeah, you can suspend them, which is nice. Oh, I do. I am very much a big fan of the AI battles. Like this Prelude versus this Alfa Romeo right now. These are level 0 AI. And, you know, if you've ever joined me for any of my community streams, you know I can do commentary. When people are... the thing is, right, the energy I can give out is entirely based on the energy I get from you guys. If chat is dead, I'm dead. Right? Because I have nothing to stimulate my brain with. The AI, well, yeah. An AI with a lower level will wear out faster than AI with a high... Like, look at the mental strength of these guys. My guy is level 0 as well. He's been chilling more of the race than not. And he's pretty beat. But the AI also have... Like, look, these are all level 0. But because these guys have been... Look, these guys have been pushing less than me. The 206 is all over the place. Have you met the GT5 AI? This is standard. It is N. Morozov. I'm assuming either like a Russian, Bulgaria, that type of area driver. Bro! What the fuck was that? What was that? He nearly lost it to the prelude as well. Sometimes the AI do the funny as well. Sometimes the AI do the funny as well. So the only reason I want to try and level my AI up a little bit before we go into some of the other races is because if they're better, they're less likely to make mistakes. And Autumn Ring Mini is a track that the AI are notoriously shit at. I think what I'm also going to do is while I'm here, because I think we're going to have to use this car for a couple of them. Just getting through and I'll be back. Hello, Mamba. First upgrade of the playthrough is hard tyres for the fucking Eclipse. This guy should now perform, theoretically, a damn sight better. Oh, yeah, 100%. The only problem is it's twice as long. You can't speed it up and I'd have to commentate. But I think these guys commentate themselves almost. Oh, fucking 406. Okay. Interesting. Citroen C5. At least we haven't had an Integra. There are worse cars we could be racing, to be fair. Also, all the AI races are grid start, by the way, instead of rolling start like they are in the single player. Or A-Spec, rather. The 406 is a cool little car. We have some fond memories of it on Enthusia. Yeah, happy to go for it, and away we go. The grid is a bit... Where's the capital letter on it? It was actually... It wasn't capitalized. Pretty sure. Oh, look at the speed of the mighty Eclipse that no one likes, by the way. No one likes this Eclipse. It's horrid. It looks ugly. And yet I know someone who had one, and it was probably not the worst car they could have had, to be fair. Bro is trying his best to... Suzuka East is a notorious track for the AI to get it wrong at. The tyres should help. If we did this on the Comfort Sauce, we would be cooked. The front's not horrible. Yeah, like, look at it. If I just turn off all this shit. In fact, it's just the side. The side profile doesn't look right. I think you could get away with it everywhere else. Ah, yes, the Citroen Xantia, everyone's favourite car. Because it was the one that appeared in the all-night endurance race in Gran Turismo 2 1.0 American NTSC as the replacement for the Vector M12. Well, yeah, it's the side of the car. I just think it's the side of the car. Everything is not bad, it just doesn't work. It's just mostly the side, I think. Big fan of the Prelude, though. I really like the Prelude. I just wish it was rear-wheel drive. I really wish the Prelude was rear-wheel drive. Hello, Amanda. How's it going? The coupe is struggling. Yeah, not too bad. Which car? The Prelude. The Del Sol. Well, it is the same generation in terms of year. This isn't 1991. The Del Sol came out around the same time, I think. It was the revision to the CRX. It actually takes more cues from the second gen CRX, not the third. But the Del Sol, I think, is a possible opponent in this race. I'm pretty sure. Obviously, the AI are doing... Peugeot has a meaty sounding engine. It's also an auto. So it doesn't actually hit the maximum rev range of the car. Yeah, I'm having a bit more of a competitive race this time around. Eamon is just chilling, so he's not going to make a mistake, but if you ever wondered how much lap times are affected by the pace of the drivers, all you have to see is the Peugeot currently has the fastest last lap. But if you look at everyone's best lap, you can tell who's been chilling and who's been pushing. B rank's pretty solid. I think I'm in A for sportsman, but I'm on C for pace. I'm not very quick. But yeah, if you ever wondered what like pace would look like on this game, here's a random stat sheet for you that covers everything. You wouldn't get this in fucking Forza. Obviously, I know you guys can see the track, can't see the track map behind my camera. But... my guy's in maximum chill, and he's doing 27.3. The fastest first split on the last lap was 25.2. So they're 2 seconds lap quicker than him just because they're pushing. Yeah, best of luck, Liam. B-Spec was added as a secondary thing. They added it in an update. and the way that you could control the AI with your own inputs and tell them to switch lanes or overtake or keep accelerating to brake later, and it was nice. It was cool to see them drive the cars that I fucking couldn't, but on this game it actually has... It's actually integrated into the game. How's Demo Driver going? He's alright. He's currently sitting in first. In arguably what people consider one of the ugliest cars ever, but I don't think it's that bad. I just don't think it's what everyone thought of when they thought of the Eclipse. Citroen's Antia is now confirmed to be not pushing. He's just chilling at the back of the field. I think that car's a 4-speed, actually. Also, did you know that the mental strength, well, their, like, pressure meter at the bottom, did you know that that changes what gear they shift in? Like, when they shift gear? He gave up as I caught. Yeah, that's basically it. Please don't lose the fucking Golf now. Yay, just about made it. Sure, Liam. Best of luck, dude. Right, I'll get the next race started and I'm going to run to the toilet. Because I really need the toilet. Tell you what, if you guys ever wanted to see an actual playthrough of Gran Turismo 5, I'd be up for it. Toyota Corolla 307, Honda Civic EP, the Celica SS2, my car, a Ford Focus ST, Honda Civic, an EK Civic, a Megane, IDE Coupe. The IDE Coupe is an underrated car, in my opinion. Right, race is going to start. I'm going to go toilet. Give me a sec. Chair gaming, you know it. You're always having the best of luck, aren't you, Lima? So there's that Megane I mentioned. It's very green. It's out next month. Yeah, we'll see if I've got enough money for it. I'm hoping it plays well on a fucking controller, man. That's been the killer for every game I've bought from those guys. The pad support's been awful. Little Megane can fucking shift, you know. Where's he going? That's a wall. Eclipse leading the way. The cataclysmic amount of understeer from the Focus ST is always really funny. Anyways, you were talking about mental. So it's not quite mental strength, but it's the, you know, the aggression bar in the middle. So you got C being like here. Where the red and blue bit is, they will shift gears depending on how hard they're pushing. Look, watch when Hautala here shifts gear when he gets into 5th, if he gets into 5th. He's nowhere near the red line before he shifts, and he'll leave the car in like lower RPMs a lot longer because he's not pushing, so he's actually trying to save fuel. Like, he's cruising, he's saving fuel, and he's not pushing as hard so he can maintain his strength and go longer. That's what happens. And if you look at someone like the fucking McGann who's just ploughed into a wall, and you look at when they're shifting, they'll always take it to the red line, basically. Same with the 307. They'll always take it towards the red line before they shift gear. Because they're, well, this guy's not quite, but it's not affecting him enough to not go all the way to the rev range. But they'll aggressively shift more in the and they'll run out the rev range if the car allows it. Basically, they stay on the rev range. Whereas if you look at, let's say, Emanon, who's currently chilling, good example would be with the Eclipse, I suppose, depending on. But they always shift like way before the red line, like considerably earlier anyway. In race cars, they always take it to the red line. So maybe road cars are not the best example because all the drivers are low level. So he's shifting like at, what, 5,750? If that. He's not even hitting 6,000 RPM in the car. But either way, you can tell it's a considerably shorter amount than... Need any. But obviously, if we... Let's just have to push one more. I'm gonna have to spam this to get him to start pushing because he isn't in pressure. Why is 5th gear so short? What the fuck? Did you see that? The 5th gear in this car is so fucking short. What the fuck? So now that I've got him to the middle, he started shifting at 6,000 RPM. The car revs to 6.5. So he's shifting later in the car now. So it's like, I paid for the whole speedometer, so I'm gonna use the whole speedometer. Or grandma driving. Yeah, basically. Like, if I keep telling Emanon to push harder, his pace is gonna go up because he's trying to aggressively accelerate more. But obviously these cars have got really low rev ranges, so it's less obvious. But he's now using, he's going up to the 6K before he shifts, whereas before he was shifting at like there. He was shifting at like 5,500, 5,250, whatever you want to call it. Obviously a car with a bigger rev range is going to have more of a noticeable I'm surprised the Salika's so far back, I'll be honest. Look how knackered these guys are, and then Eminon. So yeah, levels do affect how effective the AI drivers are. And the main thing, I believe, is that higher level AI brake later on average, and are less likely to spam the throttle to try and get the car to go faster. They actually drive like real amateurs or whatever. This guy is so knackered, and he was already crashing the car when he was alert. Poor Zimmer, man. So there you go. If I had the opportunity to show you with a higher performing car, I probably would. But obviously all the events that we can enter are locked behind levels anyway. Once we hit level 5, we get a new driver, and then you start adding on all the drivers. You have to train up, and it becomes a really big fucking problem. Because growing anything in this game, because of the no like experience shit, is a joke. Do we have any other? 396. The hardest opponent we're gonna get is like a Honda Prelude for 396. Delta Integrale could be an easy car for him to drive, but I don't trust the AI getting around the circuits. I can't use anything down there. That sounds about right for a GT race, I can't lie. XP is decreased. I don't think it is. It sounds really dumb. I don't think it is. I think it's the same. I'm pretty sure. Should we give him the 4-speed RX-8 and see how he does? Does this car even have... Nope. Guess we're about to get them. I don't need these tyres. The AI does. I'm not going to give him the vet. He can't drive. He can barely drive a fucking Eclipse. Now that he's got a little bit of experience, I think he'll be okay in the 4-speed RX-8. He'll still probably find a way to fucking bin it. If you play this game on an emulator, you don't have to wait through these horrid loading times. But, you know, I'm a traditionalist. I like experiencing the pain I always had to fucking go through. Well, people don't know how close you are to going up or down. There's a dude made from mooning. I don't... mooning is a completely, is a term in the UK, and I don't recommend you Googling it. But mooning is definitely a term in the UK. It's not quite money. Generally, I just try to, money with an extra... I generally try and stay out of, like, incidents in racing games, especially in hoppers where I know I'm going to be in the mid-pack and shit. I literally just try and... Mooney seems pretty sus. He's in a fucking Tigra. What's bro gonna do in this? Lose my Gran Turismo 2 progress? AI really love this corner. They really like this corner. Just ask this guy. They're just fucking drifting. These are front-wheel drive cars for the most part, chat. And they are trying to they're drifting these cars. Look how slow this RX-8. When I said it was a 4-speed, I wasn't fucking joking. He's having to try harder in this than he was in the FF Challenge, and the FF Challenge had harder opponents. Toyota Serra. Yeah. That's why I hate automated penalty systems in racing games. Are there any other cars here with a turbo? Nope, the only car with a turbo is the car at the back. Bro is the only car with a turbo. The AI also really love dealing with these corners as well. The rear-wheel drive merchants, as they're pushing, will all just like completely lose it half the time. It's pretty funny. Obviously, we're a bit more chill, so we shouldn't be making any errors. Look, there you go. That's how you actually do the corner. And then you have all these people that are pushing like crazy in their rear-wheel drive cars half the time. They're just like drifting, but only when they're pushing. These guys have all stopped pushing because they're got the back. It's literally a Mazda 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone else is just here. I'm surprised at how slow the NB Roadster is, though. That is remarkable. Losing to the Atenza and the Excella. Or, sorry, the Mazda 3, I guess. I think it mostly looks at where you finish in the race, I'm pretty sure. No one at the back is pushing because they're so far apart from everyone. The only real battle is this one up here. That's fair. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's not on. Hold on. Even though you need to get going. How is this harder than the... How is this harder than the FF challenge? Bruh. Even please get going. Your RX-8 is quicker than the Atenza. I know this. Oh, this is where he's going to start binning it now, isn't he? I don't think he's gonna win. Bro bottled it. bro actually fucking bottled it. And by bro, I mean me, because I just told him to chill out. Because then he'd have an L on his record, and I play GT5 like I'm fucking Red Bull. Whereas if you have any L's on your record, I fire you. I'm a dick like that. I am very OCD. And if you quit before the race finishes, it doesn't count. So if anything, I've just wasted my time. Plus, what's the point in wasting the opportunity to get bonus XP? Like, for winning? Because apparently it gets reduced every time you do it, but I don't think it's true. It could be worse, I suppose. Everyone's going to be doing their best drifting impressions as we go through the, whatever this shit is. Pretty sure my guy is, anyway. Oh. Oh, Daihatsu Storia is slamming. How did I not? Well, I just said it's effectively the Mazda 3. It looks like a Mazda 3, so I'm assuming it's a Mazda 3. I can't remember where it was called the Accela, though. It's probably one of the stronger opponents here, to be honest. What are these two doing? The Demio over here was called the Mazda 2, yes. The Mazda 3, I guess, was the Accela. But I'm not actually sure why they changed the name other than consistency's sake, I guess. I wonder if we're going to see any more skill issues from these guys, because they're all pushing really fucking hard. Oh! Bro's gone off and... Wow. That was a rejoin if I've ever seen it. Story is on her ass. Oh boy. Makes sense it was renamed the Familia though, because the Familia became the Protege? Pretty sure. The Opel Tigra has not overtaken the Daihatsu Storia this time so far. That Serra is... Oh, actually, that's exactly the same. Cool. The... Oh boy, here we go. Sometimes the AI just get this corner really wrong, but they've been really well behaved at the minute. Great battle going on up here though. What the fuck is going on back there? Right on board with the MX-5, why not? Also, fun fact, as the drivers get higher and higher level, they'll start using more and more of the rev gauge as well. I think that's another thing to mention. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the level of the drivers here is not accurately reflecting how they should actually be driving. Because they're all shifting like way early in the... Oh my god, you've done it again. Get your foot down. Because for fuck's sake, I told you you're quicker than the Atenza. Get on it. Thank you for the nudge. It's really helped. AI's gone kamikaze into his own... This is way closer than it has any right to be. Oh! The MX-5! Bro is trying. What the fuck is going on back here? Jesus Christ. Still a Mazda 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, I guess. Hey, we're level 3. Just remember, when we hit level 5, we get a second driver. And there are some championships that actually require you to have 2 drivers as well. Most, if not all, require 1, but some require 2. And then the Enduros require 4. So having 4 high-level drivers is actually quite tricky. I'm expecting Emanon to fuck this race up. This race is notoriously difficult for an opening race for a fucking beginner championship, by the way. This race is really unforgiving. It's also the only time you get tutorial prompts. If you want to make the track map bigger on here, you just do that. The AI always fuck up this track for some reason. They love just drifting and there's tyre smoke everywhere. He's having a good run of it so far. I think it's because the AI is generally just not very good at getting around the Autumn Ring mini track, I don't think. Like, they generally just kind of suck. Look at this shit. Like I said, the AI kind of just suck at this track. And for a first race, if this was your tutorial, your AI is just doing that, but all the time. And all the AI do it because they're all such a low level. They if you are at max pace, they will drift everywhere and keep going off the circuit. Which is sick as fuck. They look like they're like, you know, pros, but it's actually the slowest way around the circuit. Obviously. It looks cool, but it's not quick. Bear in mind that at this point, my driver is 3 levels higher than everyone else here. Bear in mind. I just need him to get past the fucking... Salika's having a nightmare with this shit at the minute. Can you please get past Jürgen? There's just nowhere to overtake on this track. Like, there's literally nowhere. You really have to hope the AI fuck up somewhere. Oh, we forced the C4 out wide. Perfect. Bye, bitch. Bye. Everyone's in a Japanese car except Jorgensen. Oh, yeah. And it's also the car that's currently doing the best out of everyone that isn't me. Now that we've cleared the C4, he can chill out a little bit and start making... Like, start chilling out a little bit. As tonight just gets pushed off the road by a very angry Celica driver. This car is cataclysmically understeery, everything considered, I can't lie, chat. This guy's trying to drift everywhere. This is not a rear-wheel drive car, bro! Do you know what? I think we could just ride on board with Rivera and just... Alright, just force your way through, dickhead. This guy's tryharding so bad. If he actually chilled out, he might actually have, like, not made so many errors in court. But obviously, the closer he is to Emanuel, the more Emanuel's gonna put. Please just don't send it. He has not. Emanuel won't make a mistake because he's not stressed enough. But Rivera, oh my god, dude is pushing. Dude is pushing like his life depends, and he couldn't make a move. And he's about to run wide again. Rallycross. And that's how you win that. I recommend genuinely, if you're going to do this race, right, do the FF challenge first. Because this race is by far and away the most difficult one to win out of the first 6 you can do. And it's not even close. Because of the nature of the track and the fact that the AI pathfinding around here is dog shit. If you have a rear-wheel drive car, you're oversteering everywhere. If you have a front-wheel drive car, you are just understeering off the track all the time. Especially if it's your first race. Don't fall for the trap. If there's one bit of advice I give you for B-Spec, do not do this race first. Do anything else. Just not this one. And make sure your car's obviously competitive enough. I'd recommend buying an FF car to start off with. The fact that you guys are having to watch all of these races just twice as long with the AI after I've already done them is testament to how long and repetitive this game can be at times. We should hit level 4 with Emanuel after this. There's a pink fit! There's a pink fit, chat! Who needs pink fits? The way I looked at it is the races are 2 times as long because you're not driving. That's basically the simple answer. You're not driving, but they pay out the same as A-Spec. If I had to give any advice, don't do B-Spec Autumn Ring Mini first. Don't bother with that shit. Do some A-Spec, get yourself a couple of prize cars, and then take on B-Spec. Because B-Spec, the AI is so fucking dumb at times that you just need a better car. Obviously, we lucked out because we got like 100 cars from the gift tickets. But if you had to play this legit and you didn't have the DLC content like I do, or starter cars or whatever, I'd recommend doing it that way. Also, the B-Spec starts are all standing. There's only one car we need to watch this race. Also, there's a car here's a car I really want to own as like a car one day. I'd love to own one of these. But these things are really expensive. But this is the best car on the grid by far, chat. I think we all know it. It's a pink Honda Jazz. Interesting, there's an S13 in the lead. That's quite interesting. Even was pushing as well. The pink boy. Got L Thice. Got P Bruni. C Owens. T Ahola. M Wallace. D Co. And F Clay. We might have to do a bit of micromanaging on Evening here. Get him to get past that S13. That S13 is surprisingly quick. Like, deceptively so. Well, that's worked. Now he's right on his ass. Bro was taking it too easy. I think these cars are actually quite evenly matched. That could be what the issue is. Down the inside! Let's go! Bro's drifted! He nearly span it. Fucking clown. Right, now you're past the Sylvia. Can you please pull away? I would quite like him to chill out a little bit so he doesn't make as many stupid errors. I think we're okay now, chat. I think. The MG's a little bit of a quick car as well, to be fair. Oh, Sylvia just lost it a little bit. Okay, I think we're in the safe now. There's the Battle of the Hot Hatches. Or I guess just the Battle of the Hatches. They're not so hot anymore. Jesus Christ, that Lupo went deep into the corner. Made it work though. Fair enough. And you got the Barchetta's just there, bro. He's not even trying to push, really. Speaking of not pushing. Yeah, speaking of not pushing. Neither is the Atenza. The MGA has also given up. With everyone getting into downtown Chillville, the AI will start going into their natural order at some point on terms of pace. I think I've seen worse than the MG, to be fair. The SS2 was an interesting... I actually prefer the original. The SS1 Celica. The older generation one. Based on the ST205 sort of shape. I really like that car. I don't know why. It was never that big on the second one. I'm sorry, I guess. It's just not my sort of car, if I'm completely honest. Cool. ST205 is my favourite. That's fair. I really want to look at the cars. This is making me want to do like an actual B-spec playthrough, to be honest. We all have different tasting. Exactly. Well, it'd be boring if we all had the same shit. So we're 301. What do you notice about the typical opponents? All upgraded, and they don't tell you this. If I went in with this stock beat, we'd be clapped. Can't do Vitz race, so we'll do FR. Why not? Let's send Drifty Sports mediums now, is it? Dumont has always been a really strong performer for me in terms of this game. We're going to give him an S2000 and see how he goes. We've just done Suzuka, Tsukuba, so we're doing Tsukuba again. An XK, excuse me? A Spirit R? Are you kidding? What the fuck is that opponent list? We got an XK and an RX-7 Spirit R. Why? And a Spec R Aero. Excuse me. Oh, chat, we're cooked. I don't think Eminen's gonna win this. I think Eminen's genuinely going to struggle. Tsukuba! Oh, this ain't looking good, chat. Racing! I've just been rammed by a Z4 to keep the car on the outside. Oh, chat, I think we're cooked. The RX-7 is a serious problem, man. The fact that Eminem can't even get away from the fucking Sora. Okay, we need to get past this Jag. It's actually holding us up. I thought it's going to be quick down here, but yeah. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, goodbye, Jag. See you later. How fast are you going? Oh, just a little bit quicker than... Oh, the Z4's got... Oh, no, chat. I don't think the S2000's it, you know. We're about right in terms of the ballpark of the cars we're racing, but... Bro, what is this? Brother, ew. What is this? What is this, brother? Prowler's lost the Prowler is actively holding everyone up. Fantastic. Shame we're in fucking 9th. Chat. Here's Drago. I thought it'd just be interesting to just go to something that's rear wheel drive, but nope, here we are. I can't even beat the fucking Sora. This car's nearly 7 years old. It's like 7 years older than my car. Can you get a move on already? How is the Sora... Bruh, I knew the Spirit R was going to be quick. That didn't surprise me. I'm just surprised at how uncompetitive the S2000 is. The Sora struggles in the corners, but we're better there, obviously. So that's why we can't beat it. Look at this, man. This car has an 8-speed gearbox. Did I ever mention that? What is that engine note, man? I don't think this car's good. Not in this grid, anyway. This is painful. We might need to give him a way better car. Thank you. We're so much quicker than these guys in the fucking bends as well. Oh, the Prowler's lost it! Prowler's completely cooked it. We finally got past that fucking Jag! All it took was the fucking car just being wrecked out the way. I can't wait to not catch anyone now. The Spirit R's finally got into the lead. Yeah, I just can't make a move at all. We might have dumped him in this a bit too soon. Because if we give him a more powerful car, he'll just start sliding it like these guys ahead of us. I just don't know. Oh, hello. Oh, you gotta make moves there. Oh, there goes the Z4. Goodbye. Yeah. Cool. Oh, here's the Jag. Hello. 4.2 litre V8 versus one tiny Japanese boy. And the Sora's still there. Proud as hell of it. You can't overtake Charles Leclerc. Who even is it? L. Hendricks. You can't even overtake Jimi Hendrix's brother. I'd be down for a B-spec playthrough. So would I, if I could get the right cars and shit. I don't think we're winning in that grid. I think the opponent list is a bit too strong in that. I think we need a better car, so I've just wasted $7 on medium tyres for practically no reason. Could give him the Cobra in time to go do World Classics. Because he shouldn't lose in that. Yeah, let's give him a real challenge. Let's give him the Cobra Icon Old one. Oh, this is gonna be fucking class. Let's go. 2000 GT mentioned. Let's see. Let's hope he can do it in a Cobra. Can he do it on a cold Thursday night in Switzerland? B. Little. Stuart Little's brother. How do you think he's going to do, chat? Place your bets. I guarantee he's going to spin it at least once on the first lap. Calling it. By the way, this car should have no issues winning. It is miles better than everything here. It's just going to be a case of can this man drive it? And I can guarantee you the answer will probably be no. Well, he's already in the lead, so that's a good start. So I just have to push it all the time and just see how he gets on. Hey, there we go. We're getting something out of him now. Seeing a grid start on either is weird. Yeah, game forces it though. Also, did you know it says 12 opponents in the opponent list, whereas in A-Spec there were only like 10 cars? Did you actually notice that? Pro's tyres are cooking themselves. Way! There we go! Bro's driving this car like it's meant to be driven. Bro's turned into the Gran Turismo 3 Cobra driver. He's he nearly span it! What the fuck, bro? Are you okay? Is the Cobra a bit too much for a level 4 driver, do you think? I'm not sure. Look at him go. The speed! Name what I kind of do in GT3 Cobra and Laguna Seca Turn 1. Gran Turismo 2 and Seattle Circuit right-hander. Is he gonna do this, the funny? Is he gonna do the funny again? Yeah, he is! Look at him drift it, boy! Oh my god, he's actually... Bro's trying a bit too hard, I think. He's actually spun it. I think that's enough clowning around. I do want him to win. So I'm just gonna let him get on with it. I don't think he needs to push particularly hard to win. I don't think. Bro, stop it. Let's ride on board with the best car. That Julius Sprint in blue looks so weird. It looks like the old Alpines. You know the ones I'm on about? The A1600. That Julius Sprint from the back from here looks like the fucking A1600. There's a good pack fight going on here. What? Oh, is the Bellet holding everyone up? Oh, move in the background. G4 on the Cosmo. What a send! Holy shit! Couldn't make it work though. Actually, the fastest opponent car you can race, apparently. Spot the Cobra. He's currently chilling. He's actually driving sensibly now that he's not in a rush to get anywhere. It's probably actually improved his lap times. Okay, maybe not that much, but still, what did he do? Yeah, he's a bit slower. He's just about matching the other cars behind him, so that's fine. He's trying his best. He's gaining it all in the acceleration areas, obviously. The 2000 GT has not made any moves, and this dude's still on a Sunday drive. Is this the 3-speed Skyline that we were laughing at before? I think it might be. I can confirm it is. Oh, it's pitch little. I feel like something disastrous is going to happen over here at some point. But yeah, Eager Nord 1 is not a good track for the AI to be passing on either. You really need the car advantage here, I would say. Funny enough, the G4 is actually really quick in a straight line, it just doesn't stop. G4's got pace, it just can't make moves. Oh, great little battle going on up here. Sealand sends it around the outside of the Fair Lady. Fair Lady's got it on the brakes. Still got one more lap to go here. Yeah, the G4, I'm surprised at the 2000 GT not making any moves, to be fair. Cobra's there. Watching AI do the jumping Igo cabling is the best thing. It's pretty cool. Well, you could just do it in a replay if you're completely honest. Could watch them in a replay, but it's cool watching them live. Or was Herrero finally going to make the move on the Lola? Why do I keep calling it L10A? That's why. Come on! Oh, he's doing it! No, he hasn't. Pussy. Well, there was no doubt about who was going to win that race, but yeah, that's very upsetting. The grid didn't change all that. Oh! I tell a lie! I tell a lie! He's done it! He's already gonna fucking do it! Oh, he's done it on the last corner! Is that the Cosmo going slowly? He started in 12th and he finished in 9th. That's not a great turnaround, if I'm completely honest. The only car that went backwards really was the Skyline, which started in 4th. The Skyline started in 4th and was like half a lap down by the end. Oh, new driver time. You could spend literally like hours here. Oh, we just had Senna. For fuck's sake. Fort Knox. The funny thing is, if you get the letter F at the start, you could interpret it as fuck. N. Schumacher. I actually know someone called T. Maynard. That's quite funny. B. Massa. Someone genuinely had S. Vettel, by the way. I just want to point that out. Someone I remember on my friends list genuinely had S. Vettel as a B-spec driver. Felipe Massa, yeah. We could have a budget Sugio Masada, T Hirano, H Hour, H Klein, C Todd, T Madrid, M Sears, T Andrade, Ayala. Oh, if we got C. Phelps! If we got C. Phelps! The thing is that you just hit this button, it just gives you a name. We'll go with D. Ishida. Why not? Give me a colour scheme, chat. There's plenty of them. There's plenty of colour schemes we can go for. Yellow. Any other second colour or just yellow? Because I'll just pick whatever has yellow in it and I like. And I usually like the 11 set. The 11 set looks pretty good with yellow. Number 14. Okay. I'll find a suit that matches number 14. Number 14. That ends up being more orange and purple. Okay, we'll go to 20 then. Number 20 it is. There's a lot of racing items in this game, to be fair. Number 20. There it is. Go spinning ball. There you go. Color-coded driver. Got a new Japanese driver in our ranks. Shall I give him the Cobra and just see how he does? Got T. Tanner. No chicken. I mean, I can't lie. I have a feeling Ishida's going to at least lose control of the car at some point in the start of the race. I can't lie. The lower end drivers are not generally known for their ability to control cars. They're really, really powerful. And yes, the Mon is also a grid start. So it's time to push all the time and just see what happens. I'm pretty sure he's going to bin it though. First car he gets to drive is a really expensive showpiece. I fucking told you. Yeah. Dude is not going to be able to drive this car very well. Maybe that's a good thing for him. Really test his endurance as a level 0 driver. What the fuck is he doing? Thank God most of it's straight lines. Especially if this is how he's going to be driving. At least the rear tyres are going to be warm. Now he should be okay. Should be. Here comes the L10B with its bullshit straight line speed. Here we go, chat. Look at that top speed. He's as fast as me! He's as fast as my car! Look! If you ever wondered why these races are deceptively difficult, this is why. He's actually got a higher top speed than my car. That is a terrifying thought. That sounds upgraded, hold on. That's got an exhaust on it. Oh look, here's the actual quick skyline. The actually okay one. Or you can have this one if you want the BLRA. I don't like looking at them one for the time being. Dude, I've got as much PTSD from this track as you do right now. At least we're having a good race, I suppose, right? Right. At least the Fairlay is ahead of the Cosmo again. That's always a nice positive. As Ishida is trying his best to not spin out this fucking car. I don't think people realise just how unfair this game can get sometimes. It's actually very reminiscent of the older games in that they upgrade the opponents and then don't tell you that they're upgraded. You just have to work it out that they are. The Lotus Elan S1 is currently the slowest car on the field, which I find very hard to believe, but Escalainen here is not setting the world on fire. If I can't, but his car's not exactly designed to go quick in a straight, it's designed to go quick in a corner. So, he's trying his best. That's all we ask of him. He is trying his damn best. The typical suspects are running at the front of the grid, which should be surprising to nobody. That's a lot of white cars. I love how you can get the L10B by either buying it at UCD or winning a spec Roaster Enduro. The L10B is arguably one of the strongest cars for this, except the Cobra. The Cobra is the only car, and I'm pretty sure the Cobra you can get as a prize. I'm pretty sure. Because the Cobra is the only car that can beat all of these stock. But the L10B has a way higher top end than the L10A. I don't know why this is the case, other than there's a 1 year difference between the cars. God forbid you get both the Cosmo and the 110S version of the cars as well. God forbid you get both names and all 4 versions of them, because that is a nasty grid. B-Spec Classic Muscle Car. I'm told you can win it. So you can actually beat the game without really buying that many cars. The only exception is the Formula Gran Turismo. You have to get that from a UCD. Let's tell Ishida to push a little bit. I want to see if he can. I want to see if he can do the funny drift. I don't think we'll get him up in time. He's too chill. too slow, too relaxed. Not that you'd want to buy dirt and snow tyres for this car, I imagine. Doesn't sound like a fun time to me. This should get him a nice couple of levels, because this is a way higher event than he's meant to be in. So it should get him a level or two. He's trying, well, he's clear miles ahead of the field. So basically, you get a couple of cars in A spec, win the events you can in B spec until you get the cars you need to win everything else in B spec. It's kind of how I view the playthrough. It encourages both, but it's been such a long time since I've done a proper playthrough of GT5. We're given the responsibility of driving Autumn Ring. Oh, yeah. The events really kill it. If they had a campaign like this in a newer Gran Turismo, I would be all over it. But it has to be like 5 for B-Spec. I don't think really there's any other way. I think that you could do it. It's the only time they've ever done it this way in game, and it's the only time they've ever done it this way in game, and they've never done it again. It's the same for a lot of cars actually. A lot of games never do this, and I don't understand why that is. I think this is a great implementation of the game. It's a unique game mechanic. I just hate how, again, lackluster the events are. That's, again, I'm with you, Paulie. I think that's my issue with this. Hi all! How's it going, SRB? Welcome in. We're currently watching some skill issues. I'm pretty sure this dude's about to start losing the rear end. Yeah, there we go. Big drift though. He's trying, okay. Oh boy. Bro thinks he's Nobushige Kubo Kubo out here. I give it a few laps before he bins it. He's just trying. Is this the fastest way around the circuit? No. Is it the most entertaining to watch? Absolutely. Yes! Bro thinks it's Formula Drift. I am fully aware that this is not the best way to play this. But it's... I mean, fair play to Ishida, man. He's really holding his own in that car. Dude's just flexing. Isn't the Alpha... The Alpha is not the problem in this championship. The problem car's the Cosmos. Specifically, the L10B Cosmo is by far and away the worst opponent in this championship. Just for Le Mans. Just for the Le Mans race alone. The Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint is... He's there. I don't think it's the strongest opponent, though. It's not a very competitive car, to be fair. It's usually struggling near the back. Obviously, you can win the Cobra from Classic Muscle, but... we did a 100 ticket... 1,000 ticket spin at the start, and... Oh no, it's encouraging me to pick up a GT5 playthrough at some point. Bro just needs to keep drifting. He's having the time of his life. All the opponents in B-Spec are slightly tuned, I'm pretty sure, with the exception of a couple. But that's why we're in the Cobra. In fact, even the K cars are tuned in the K car championship. I've got to be careful with his physical strength, otherwise he's going to run out by the end of the race. So I can't let him keep drifting forever. He's having fun with it though. Oh, now he's actually binned it. Okay, I'm going to tell him to chill out now. I'm just going to let him drive around the track. Yeah, like never met Ken Miles. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, like this is only like a level 1 driver. This campaign save is pretty fresh. To be fair, we luckily in the 100 pools got a 330 P4, so we could do historic car cup if we ever continue this save. But the problem is for me to do a playthrough, I can't keep this save and do another one. Yeah, the L10B is generally the worst opponent. Oh, Julius Sprint's finally woken up a little bit. I think it's only quick on the actual circuits. At the Le Mans race, it's not very good. It tops out quite early on, but on the circuit races, yeah, I can imagine this being quite strong. But again, I'll be real, the 110S is... Oh, the Cosmo Sport is all in Japanese text. The 110S is in, well, English. Interesting. And then one of my favourite classic cars, just period, running in 10th place. We've got the brother of Marco Polo. We've got Jeff Polo as the Cosmo that's been dive bombed by the 117. C1 Corvette's here. He's just turned up. Bro's cruising. He's here for the fun time, not the fast time. Osterhagen. Do you actually know the story behind why they never made another convertible 2000 GT? Do you actually know why the one in You Only Live Twice is a convertible? The actor couldn't fit in the car, so they had to cut the roof off so he fit in the car. I think it's Sean Connery, I think. He was too tall. He's too tall to fit in the car. So they made a convertible just for the movie. What on earth are these guys doing back here? Remember when Isuzu used to make road cars? They stopped in like the 1970s. Pretty much. This thing's definitely got a changed exhaust. I'm pretty sure this is not the default engine note for this car. Pretty positive. I'm surprised the Sylvia's held on this well, to be fair. Oh, she does Ishida's really struggling for strength here. Just hold on for one more lap, buddy. Because these guys are definitely coping better. The D-Max would... Well, yeah, they only make commercial vehicles now. They don't really make anything else, so Isuzu are pretty good at it, if I'm honest. The 117 Coupe goes drifting. Like I said, if I ever get a car and don't change the tyre, I can cope with that. The AI really need to be on the same compound as the opponent cars around it. Unfortunately, 2000 GT never has a strong run of races. Why is this dude struggling so bad? Is this a 2-speed car? It might be. Jeez, 24 mile an hour around the corner. Don't break the speed limit, my guy. Isuzu stopped racing after they stopped making cars, really. It was very, very short. To be fair, a few companies that have had surprising, like, Daewoo. Does anyone remember Daewoo? Daewoo had a racing program. Obviously, everyone knows about Ladas. Yeah, pretty standard victory there for D. Ishida. I would 100% consider something of a playthrough of this game. I don't know if I'd do the endurance races because, my god, they can take ages. And I refuse to do them in a car that's busted. Like, I'm not going to do them in the X2010. As easy as that would be, it is horrendous for driver stamina. They just can't cope with the car. So, yeah, I wouldn't do it in the X2010. You need the cars that actually succeed. We could go and do NRA Roadster. Now, we have a car from our 100 pulls. It's the only one we've got, though. 373. What are the opponents running at? 391. We'd be nowhere near competitive. Yeah. That's how they get you with some of these events. We don't have a truck. Wow. I tell a lie. We have a truck. It's just not winning. Of all the trucks we could have got the fucking midget. Just to show you SRB, by the way, how long I've had this game. I haven't sold them for the sake of I don't like selling them, but if I scroll down here, I have these elusive cars, and I have them on record. Like, these are all genuine. Like, if I start a new save, it will give me them every time. Now, obviously, these are great for the latter part of the game. These, no. They were from a limited edition specific version of the game. As were the Chrome Line cars, for that matter. The Chrome Line cars were also from... In fact, did you actually know this game had a fuck ton of DLC? Let me show you how much DLC it had. No, because all of the codes would have expired by now. If I'm completely honest. You ever wondered how much DLC there was for this game? There was a bunch of packs. It's got stuff in like 2014, well 2013, because the C7 wasn't out. But they added the prototype and the test prototype. A couple of other individual cars. Twin Rim Motegi. There's also, I don't know if you can tell on the photo there, but theoretically speaking, if I was to go into here, single race, pro, why not? And I go to World Tracks. You ever wonder what Spa looked like on Gran Turismo 5? Like, on that isn't some pre-recorded video. Let's pick. Fuck it, let's drive a car that I can't really drive. $16 grids as well. The game didn't know what to do, so it picked two of the same car as opponents twice. I love this game. Also takes longer to load because there's more cars for it to load. I think it's rolling start, I think. Or are we doing a grid start? I don't know. I assume all the cars here will be on sport hard tyres, because that's what the game defaults them to. Oh, no. Here we go. Welcome to Spa on Gran Turismo 5. Rose running off the track. If there's one thing I wish more games did was add DLC events into single player or DLC content into like the game if you owned it, just to make things a little bit more interesting. Because I think some of the cars that came in as DLCs would genuinely be good opponents for some other events. Like genuinely. AI checked up really hard there. But here you go, Spa with GT5's HUD. If it seems weird, that's because it is. You never race on this track in the campaign. Obviously it wasn't in the game at launch, but they never added it as like an event or whatever. I think that was a missed opportunity. I think. Wide. Do you know what? If there's one thing I've never done, it's actually gold the license test on GT5. Well, good on paper. I think it caused too much of a headache to it. Well, Dirt 3 did it. Forza Motorsport 4 did it. Forza Motorsport 3 did it. Pretty sure Forza Motorsport 2 would have done it. Horizon did it, like Forza Horizon. Grid 2 did it, I'm pretty sure. No, they didn't. Well, they added the DLC cars you could use into career mode, but the AI didn't use them. I don't think it's impossible. They proved that they could do it with GT Sport. I don't think I'm catching that M5 at the front, you know. If we bottle it down a little bit, I think we might have a chance. Whoa. The Tamora is not the nicest car to drive, I'll put it that way. I don't know if I can catch that M5. That M5 is fucked off. Look at it compared to the rest of the grid. It's so far ahead. By the way, SRB, if you haven't already, drop a follow. I go live 4 days a week, and we tend to do a lot of driving games. Gran Turismo 5 has not had a playthrough done yet, so it's on the list at some point in the future. It's not like I just lost a whole playthrough of Gran Turismo 2, but we'll ignore that fact. I can't catch that M5. We might have to YOLO this, chat. I don't want to, but we might have to. You'll never take me alive, copper. I'll see you in Spain, lads. Yeah, we won! That M5 is a joke. B puck it, more like B fuck it. Oh, that Tuscan Speed 6 was a bit slow, eh? These guys all sound like skill issues, bruh, to me. But yeah, there's a race on Spa for you guys. Motegi's also in the game, but obviously we haven't unlocked all the content because we haven't completed half of it, so. It'll be interesting. I know I always go for 100% playthroughs, but I can't lie, chat. I'm sorry, I just refused. I'm not going to do the X2010 challenge. I'm not going to do that. I don't have the talent and I don't have the patience. I'm not going to lie. It's barely beatable on controller. I don't have a wheel. If I had a wheel, it might have been okay, but... Oh yeah, the speed test. That's always fun. Fucking noom. This is exactly what Special Stage Route X was added for, by the way, if you never knew. If you wonder where it came from in GT6, it came from GT5. That's why. I like how it's still got all my records from 2023 here. Why? I don't get it. If you haven't wondered what the 0 to 100 time difference was between a 1 Series TII and a DeLorean S2, there you go. I don't know why it's kept all my records from 2023 on Halloween. I played this game on Halloween. That's how I spent my Halloween 2 years ago? I imagine this would be the fastest to 60. But yeah, if you ever wanted to benchmark stock car, do you know what? That could be a genuinely interesting stream. I think that could be a genuinely interesting stream. Unfortunately, I think it only shows the top 10 times. You can't go down the list and go to like 100 or whatever. That could be an interesting. We just benchmark cars all stream and just see how it goes. Oh, and before anyone asks, you know how I had that Shelby Cobra Chrome line? And you were like, obviously, outside the challenge, why don't you just use that for World Classic? Funnily enough, it's not actually eligible. Because it doesn't have a year attached to it. So I couldn't use the Chrome line if I wanted to. It's not eligible. The car has to have a year attached to it for that to be eligible. But obviously if I go to FR Challenge, entry requirements garage, if I then scroll all the way down here, boom, there it is. So I couldn't even use the Chrome line or the 300 SL for classic car because they haven't got a year. They haven't got a year attached to the car model. Same with the stealth model, so I can't attach. There's no year attached. The more you know, right? But yeah, maybe as a side stream project, maybe we do a playthrough GT5. It would be funny if we get to the endurance series, because the endurance series is going to be pain, I'll be honest. What cars do we have in the used car dealership that I can't fucking use on this save? Well, Mazda SR would be a good pick. How much do you start with? Like 20k? It's like 20k you start with, isn't it? And you gotta be level 0. Oh, there's a ZZS. ZZS is a fun little car, I will be honest, chat. I would happily have that in my garage. If I could. There's a Miata. You could have started with that, and that's not a bad car. It's not the fastest. It's not even the fastest car in the fucking Sunday Cup. There's an MR2 there, 6MT. I'm not actually sure what that stands for. Oh, the Turk. Oh yeah, forgot we got given that. Reasonably priced car for 160k. Yeah. Let's not talk about the Minolta then, yeah? Train 206 convertible. Oh boy. Minolta. Yeah. There's also the 147, which seems aggressively expensive. This is a very aggressively expensive car. It's also the older model. I don't know how much you start off with in GT, but If I was to do a playthrough, obviously I would like to install the DLC, but I just wouldn't use it to start the game with. I would start using it, I'd say, when we're a fair bit in, so I could like try and build up a little bit of credits and whatever have you. Cars of this make available for purchase at current level 0. Oh, it's only 530,550 credits if you want to get the best car for the World Classics and not make your money back. But there's something about Gran Turismo not making your money back in this game. Now, ideally, the strong car you'd want for the Vitz race is the RS Turbo. You wouldn't want the RS 1.5. You want the Turbo model, which is only available in the fucking used car dealer. The 300 SL you can buy at level 1 if you somehow have 300,000 credits for it. The only car you should ever want out of the Mercedes dealership here is this. The jazz music's always good. Don't do what I did when I first started my Gran Turismo 5 playthrough. I know exactly what I did. I bought this. I bought this as my starter car. That was a mistake. This has less performance than a starter car. It's DLC, but yeah. Here's a couple of touring cars that seem awfully easily accessible if you've got the money. That is a genuinely strong car if you know what you're doing with it. If you know what you can do with that, that is a genuinely strong car. Obviously, it would save me money having to buy race cars I don't need. This car is actually sponsored by Giga. And there's also a Gran Turismo 5 sponsor on it. Interestingly, it's a single exit exhaust instead of a dual. Which I never noticed when I drove this car the first time. But I used to be a really big fan of this car. If you put race slicks on it, it's a really good shout. It's not a terrible car if you put race slicks on it. But you need to put race slicks on it. And then the car actually got worse the following year. Doesn't look as race ready as this one. Obviously, if you want the best of the best, you could always go for the GTRs, but 950k for something I'm pretty sure you can win at some point. I actually forgot what like half the price cars are. I like how this is entirely optional. You don't have to do these. Yeah. You have to do it in you have to do it in order. I've forgotten what the prize cards are. I don't think anyone ever did this, did they really? Oh, you fucker. Yeah, I know exactly which test you're on about. I know exactly what... It's like IA1, I think it is. It's just... fucked. Yes, there is. Also, this can level up your A license, by the way. So there is an incentive. You also get prize cars. I broke a bit late. Might as well restart. Oh, we got a better start. What's the badge on the front of the Vits? What, the RS? It appears on the RS as well, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we had a dreadful start. If you ever wondered why I have a certain way of starting in Gran Turismo, this is why. This one is, which is annoying because it takes forever to load. Let's see what we can do here. This should be pretty self-explanatory. The license tests I don't think are too hard, apart from the wet braking one. Huh, fair enough. Suzuki Swift Sport, but this time we got a recreation of B3 from Gran Turismo 1. Fantastic. this car actually has the interior. Just about made gold on the first try there. Probably more in it, but I'm not going to stick around to find out. See, Civic Saloon. Oh, I don't think we were getting gold there. I think I'll fuck that up a little bit. Oh, that's just about. I like how they try and interact with the instructors. Or is he just looking at the racing line? Looks like he's just looking at the racing line. But you do get XP for this, so it is kind of worth doing. Especially if you want to... And you get prize cars. Well, if I can gold them all fast enough, I'll see what prize cars we get for the B license. Not that we can use them in this particular save, but if I set up another save, we could always have a look. I'm pretty sure the cars aren't particularly great, but they might be useful if you want to save a bit of money at the start of the game. No, this time it's giving us a Cuba circuit. Okay. Okay. Bro, this is the 15% tires you've wasted this week. Yeah. But if you've ever wanted to get better at racing games, Gran Turismo is genuinely a good way of doing it. I'll give it credit where it's due. The license tests are very thorough. They're not fun, but they're thorough. Just about made it. Only 0.002 of a Yeah. Why are the headlights on? I will admit, the goal's a little bit generous at times. Sometimes it's not, but we're smashing on first try, so it don't bother me. We've got, what, 4 more tests to go? High speed driving lines and accelerate, so it's the big circle corner, right? Right? Oh, no. These fuckers. It can't be done at full power, is that because you gave this car like comfort softs or something? Because you know, you're fucking monsters. I think I was right. I don't think they've given us the tyres for this, really. Three more to go? 8, 9, 10. There's only one thank you. There's only one S-bend on this track. I wonder where we're going to be doing it. I fucking wonder. Hmm. Oh look! Oh wow! I couldn't have possibly predicted where. Oh no! Oh, that's not where I thought it was at all. Oh dear. That's not going to plan, has it? That's not the thought. I thought it clearly meant turn 1 in the last corner, just in backwards. But no, there's only one location where there's an S-bend on this track. Can't remember if they turned the traction control off for this shit or not, though. They might do. Oh, they do. They do turn off the assist for this. Oh, fucking hell. I'm well under target. I'm well under target there. What the fuck? Nearly. If I can beat my run, I'll get gold. Well, there's if. That's surprisingly tough. Maybe we need to be a bit more aggressive into the S-bend. That'll do it. Finally, B rank has been achieved. Let's go, Leon. That wasn't enough, was it? Fuck's sake. Damn, I carried so much momentum out that corner. I nailed that second part of the corner. Oh, there we go. We've peaked, chat. There we go. Yeah, we've nailed it. We've absolutely destroyed it there. Holy shit. What's this get? Oh, it's because I had to load multiple cars, isn't it? Thanks. Well, this part of the stream will get muted. Not that you miss anything important when I'm loading in. Only just about doable if you know what you're doing. Last test. Oh, what's the worst that could happen, chat, right? I'm doing a G7 for the day before I start losing. Fair enough, man. I'm about to be done with this stream. Probably. Let's see how we do. I remember this one being quite tough. Oh, just 16 cars in one lap. I'm sure that's not tricky at all. If not, like we've got a fucking little Honda boy. The AI are trying to fucking overtake themselves as well. Very strong mix of standard and non-standard cars here. See if you can spot them all. We've got a Toyota S, we've got a Demio. In orange, that's a Gran Turismo 4 prologue reference. And there was a Prius. Oh, that was a car. Oh, bro, checked up really hard. There's a GLX Demio, and a Serra, and an Exa Canopy. Is that a Honda today? No, it's a Honda Shitty Turbo. Is that a Cosmo? Oh, for fuck's sake, that is a Cosmo. Why did I think this was hard? Oh, the Ballade. Yep, CRX Ballade Sports. Why did I think this was difficult? What the fuck was wrong with me? Can we watch a replay and just look at all the cars? Is that something we can do? I wonder. Oh, we can. There you go. You ever wondered what cars are in this race? There you go. Absolute stonks. I like how if you change car, you can't, if it's paused, you can't change car. That's interesting. I can't play the replays though because of the music. Because I haven't turned that shit off. Let's see what prize cards we get before I end this stream.
Congratulations.
That's worth it. Getting silvers is worth it. That is arguably the best car you can get for the K-Car Championship. Without a doubt. That is 1000% worth it just for the K-Car Championship that you don't have to buy alone. You know how I said I'd like the ZZS? That's good to know. So the B license is worth doing because the ZZS is a car that's worth like 50 grand. I can't check in here anymore. Oh, there's a DeLorean, which is 522k. Okay, cool. But they are better starter cars than what you could buy. So it's actually worth doing Atlantis. Chat. There you go. Why buy a car? Just do the license test. You'll get... That's not a terrible car. It's just, like, you can't argue with that. You just can't argue with that car. Like, these are all prize cars you win from the thing, and none of these are actually particularly good. You do the license test, and you actually get 2 cars that are actually useful. The only one that probably isn't is the Demio Sport. Which is just a Mazda 2, by the way. But yeah, those two cars are just undoubtedly worth it. Those are just undoubtedly worth it. Like, there's no, I can't even, that's a great starter car, the ZZS. I don't think it's even, I was like 450 PI. You could get a lot of the early game done with that. These two are nice. This actually has a purpose. You could do the FF and maybe the Sunday Cup in that yourself, that is. You could do them yourself in those cars. Those two, that would need upgrading a little bit for B-Spec, but that you could B-Spec Sunday Cup, Clubman Cup as well, it'd be strong for that. It's a good car to have in the repertoire, I'll put it that way. So there is options. Oh, there's a Kubel Falcon. I can't remember how we won that. Oh, I think they give you it as part of like the update. Obviously, the special events also give you cars. It's worth noting. If you do Top Gear Test Track and do the intermediate challenge, you get the Lotus Elise, which you can use for British lightweights. That will give you a 300 SL, pretty sure. Yeah, I'm going to do the same. Go-karts get you a couple of things, and then, yeah. Right, that's enough of that. I will consider a GT5 a casual playthrough at some point. I'm not gonna go ham in hand. I'm not gonna make it like the main playthrough on the channel. I've got the main vote first to do. But yeah, that is me done for the night. I'm sorry it was a late start, if I'm honest. I didn't mean it to be. A-Spec Euro Classic champ. Yeah, exactly. Be worth it for that. I think it's quite quick in a straight line as well. It's not particularly good accelerating, but I'm pretty sure it's quite quick in a straight line. Pretty sure. But anyway, I will cross that bridge when I get to it. If you want to see a GT5 stream playthrough, let me know. I can't see myself doing everything. So yeah. I will see you guys Sunday for marbles. Marbles on stream. I think that would be good. I think. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye for now.